Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about composite wall and how to calculate the heat transfer through it. So here I have one wall that's separating our air that is inside our room and the air that is outside our room, and the temperature are at 25 degrees Celsius and minus 2 degrees Celsius. Since the temperature of the air inside the room is higher than the temperature outside, so the heat will flow from our room to outside. So let's assume our wall is made up of composite material. That is, the wall is made up of three different kind of material with different thermal conductivity and their length. So we have a wall A, wall B and wall C. Wall A is of length LA and thermal conductivity Ka. Wall B is of length LB and thermal conductivity Kb. Wall C of length LC and thermal conductivity Kc. Now, as our air inside our room is at a temperature of, that is T in equal to 25 degrees Celsius, and outside, that is T out, that is around minus 2 degrees Celsius, and with the heat transfer coefficient H out and H in, and the heat will be flowing in this direction, that is from inside of our room, which is at 25 degrees Celsius, to surrounding, that is at minus 2 degrees Celsius. So here we will use the resistance method to analyze the heat transfer through this composite wall. That is thermal resistance method. Thermal resistance method. So here we will have a three thermal resistance, that is one due to the convection due to the outside air, one due to the slab A or wall A, then B, then C, and again convective resistance due to air inside the room. So here I will have a thermal resistance of 1 by H out into area. This area is my wall area, this area. So I am going to write this as A. Here I will have LA by Ka. Here I will have a thermal resistance LB by Kba. Here I will have a thermal resistance of LC Kca, and again the convective resistance due to the air, that I can write as 1 by H in area A. So this is the thermal network diagram for this composite wall, and the temperature here are temperature out equal to minus 2 degrees Celsius, and the temperature here T in equal to 25 degrees Celsius, and the heat is flowing in this direction Q dot, and the heat that is transferring from higher temperature to lower temperature is same at every interface. So there will be Q. So now I can write my total resistance as total thermal resistance R total, that is equal to R total equal to 1 by H out A plus LA Kaa LB Kbb plus LC Kc area, and area is same for each section A, B and C, and the last 1 by H in into area. So this is my total resistance of this slab. So now from the previous lecture we know we can write our heat as delta T, that is T in minus T out divided by R total, or we can write T in minus T out, this is equal to 1 by H out into area plus LA KA into area plus LB KB into area, LC KC into area, and the last convection resistance due to the air inside the room, 1 by H heat transfer coefficient inside the room into area. So we can also rearrange the equation as Q dot equal to Q dot divided by A, since we can take out A as a common from this whole equation. So we will have T in minus T out, and here I will left with 1 by H out plus LA KA plus LB KB plus LC KC plus 1 by H in. So this is my heat flux. Heat flux. Since the heat transfer through any cross section is same, so we can write our heat flux as T in minus T in comma A, where T in comma A is the temperature of this cross section, that is T in area, comma A, divided by 1 by heat transfer coefficient in, and this is also equal to T in A minus TBC, where TBC is the temperature of the interface here, that is between B and C, TBC, and heat resistance is LC divided by KC, and this is also equal to TBC minus TAB LB divided by KB, and where TAB is the temperature of this interface, and so on. Now there is another method of representing this heat transfer through a slab by the mean of overall heat transfer coefficient. Overall heat transfer coefficient. So we have a wall. This is A material, B material, C material. Here we have a air at a temperature of T out equal to minus 2 degrees Celsius, and heat transfer coefficient of H out, and T in at a temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a heat transfer coefficient of H in. So now we can also define the heat that we have calculated in the previous part as Q heat equal to overall heat transfer coefficient, this is divided by area, T in minus T out. So this U is known as overall heat transfer coefficient. Now from the previous section, we know we have a heat flux, that is Q by A, and it is written in this fashion, and this heat flux is same as this heat flux, So we will equate these two things, that is overall heat transfer coefficient T in minus T out equal to T in minus T out divided by 1 by H out plus LA divided by KA, LV divided by KB, LC divided by KC and 1 by H in. So from here this and this will cancel and we will have overall heat transfer coefficient expression, that is equal to 1 by H out plus length of A, thermal conductivity of A, length of V, thermal conductivity of V, length of C, thermal conductivity of C, 1 by H in. So this is my expression for overall heat transfer coefficient. So we can also write this as heat that is flowing through the composite slab as overall heat transfer coefficient into area T in minus T out. And now we have Q dot equal to T in minus T out divided by 1 by UA, where 1 by UA is our resistance, or we can say total resistance, or we can write our heat equation as not the heat equation but heat that is flowing through the composite slab as T in minus T out are total, or we can rewrite this equation, this one as, or we can write our overall heat transfer coefficient as U equal to 1 by R total into area. So this is what is in this lecture.